Every video game has some sort of small aspects that aren't known that can really make a difference in your gaming experience, and Hell Let Loose is no different. There's a lot of little known or lesser known things in this game that really, if you did know them, they could make a difference, whether in the short term or long term of a game, to maybe where you could get a victory out of it. And that's why I'm doing another one of these 5 lesser known items in Hell Let Loose. I already did a video about this a couple months ago. Go feel free to check that out. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But starting off with, we're going to get into our first item, and that is entering vehicle position. Now, what do I mean by this? Essentially, what I mean is how you enter a vehicle is how you exit said vehicle. So in this particular example, I entered the vehicle crouch. And don't worry, I'll show some more footage with this. I entered the vehicle crouch. So if you enter it in standing, crouch, or prone position, you will exit in that said position. So in this one, I was crouched, and I got out crouched. Now what I do here is I just get on top of the tank, I go prone, and I enter the tank while in the prone position. But when I leave the position, I am prone. This could be good if you need to get out and maybe make repairs under heavy fire. It maybe gives you more of a chance than if you're just standing out in the wind just for everyone to see. Now, to kind of expand on this, for tanks, if you enter the tank front, back, left, right, top, bottom, whatever, you will always exit on the right side, no matter what, unless you are blocked by a building or an obstacle, in which you will end up on top of the tank. So with that as well, let's talk about trucks, because they are actually a little different to this rule. So depending on where you're at in the truck, if you get in anywhere and you're on the left side of a truck, you will exit from the left, but you will still be in the position you were in when you enter the truck. So if you're prone, you're going to come back out prone. But if you're on the right side of a truck, you will exit from the right. So it's kind of whatever side you're on, you'll exit on that side, just so you know. This next one's going to discuss supply truck supplies and where you can drop them in your HQ. Now, if you play warfare mode a lot, this is impossible. There is no scenario in which you can drop supply truck supplies in your HQ. But if you play offensive, that's a little different. There are a couple scenarios in which you can drop supplies in your HQ sectors. Now, to define the HQ sectors, it is essentially 2 squares from your side of the map. So where the edge of the map is, plus 2 squares. Now, you see here, this map is completely red. Now, why is this important? So, while the sectors are red as the attacking team, you can drop supplies in your HQ. But once the sectors turn blue, saying you've taken the ground, the first objective, then you can no longer drop supplies in your own HQ as the attacking team. Now, this is a little different if you are the defending team. So if you're the defending team, you can place it in objectives that do not have a sector. So in this case, 502nd start. That 2x2 area cannot be used to drop supply truck supplies. But in the 2x2s above and below it, you can drop supplies there. Meaning you can build nodes in your own HQ, which could be really nice and convenient so you don't have to go to the edge of the map of where those 2x2 squares end and drop supplies. The next one on our list is going to talk about the Satchel Charge. So the thing with satchels, we've probably all gone through as noobs, is it's kind of a fire and forget kind of weapon. You place it down and you run away from it before it explodes. However, when we're trying to use these, we typically are trying to blow up tanks. That's the usual use for them. Now, say you're trying to chase down a tank, you get the satchel, you're trying to put it on, but it falls short and it's now on the ground. The first thing is to probably panic and run away. But what if I told you you can recover your Satchel Charge and use it again, as provided it hasn't obviously exploded? So what you could do is, if you can get it defused within the 10 seconds you need, you can defuse it, get it back in your inventory, and use it again. That way maybe you can chase down that tank again and actually get it right the second time, where you can finally place it on, and there you go. That way you don't lose a satchel and you don't have to respawn or look for some extra ammo to replenish your Satchel Charge. This next one's going to be a little interesting, so I implore you to hear me out all the way through. This is being that if you are team killed, it resets your team kill counter or your punishment counter. Now, what this means essentially is when you team kill someone or they team kill you, you have the opportunity to punish them, meaning that, okay, they killed me, it was intentional, whatever, I want them gone, essentially. As they go through and kill more people and people punish them, they can be kicked from the game. Now, if you're playing Commander, this is going to happen a lot if you call in very close airstrikes, meaning you've called in stuff that are going to most likely hit your own allies. Most likely, they will punish you if they die. That's just how the average player, unfortunately, works on this game. If you see here, I've been punished 4 times, which means I've killed 4 allies. They may or may not punish me. You'll never know if they punished you, but you'll usually get an indication of about to be kicked for team kills. Now, this is a big thing because obviously, if you're trying to call in airstrikes as a regular commander, you're probably not intentionally trying to kill your allies, but it's just an unfortunate fact of they ran into it and there's nothing you can do about it. However, if you have someone kill you on your team, say, hey, you go up to an officer and say, hey, I need you to team kill me because I'm about to get kicked for team kills. And they say, no problem, shoot you, boom. Your team kill counter has now been reset. That means your punishments are back down to 0. So what this could do is keep you in the fight and make sure you don't get kicked. Now, another usage you could have for this is that maybe you have a team killer on your team, an actual troll, and you want them gone, but you can't get rid of them via the vote kick system. Simply let them kill you, don't retaliate, just punish them and move on. Because if you kill them, it's going to reset, and the punishment for you, being that you just can't operate, is going to continue. So on top of trying to filter out actual team killers, it can help you as commander so that you don't get kicked from a very good game. This last one is very situational, but it can be used in a pinch. So usually when anyone associates healing, they think of a medic. However, they don't really need to heal people when they revive people anymore. And you don't really see people get help when they're wounded. They can usually heal themselves. But say someone's out of a bandage and you're nearby. You can actually heal them. It just takes a lot longer to put a bandage on them compared to a medic. This is something you could use if, say, maybe your ally's out of bandages and there's no medic nearby. It's, again, very situational, but it's something that you can use that maybe if you're trying to get to a tank or, again, they're on a kill streak or anything like that. Just little things. It's very situational. You can find a use for it. But it's just one of those things that I don't think I see a lot of people really do except for really high-up players. But if you got a good squad and you're trying to keep them in the fight with no medic, this is definitely something you can do to prolong them if they have no bandages. Like I said earlier, these things can be very situational, may not help out a lot, but at times they could make a big difference, especially the ones with like the team kills if you're commanding, in my opinion. But obviously, you know, everyone's situation is going to be different. But I hope you got something out of today's video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.